It's got some stuff ready here. A couple of pumps to put out, some oil to change. Yeah. And it's beautiful out. Wind's not blowing. It's cold chilling. Gotta go out to that pivot out there. Missed the pivot road. Shit. Pivot road. Hopefully everybody's having a good Monday. Mine's pretty easy so far. There's the corn coming up. Recovering after like a windstorm that we had here like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Relaxing out here though. Wide open. Try and keep the camera as steady as I can. Bouncing across these roads. Wheel cam. Welcome in everybody. Just cold chilling on the farm. No war zone. These things back here is what's making all the noise. This is way rougher than my arm is showing. I don't know if you can see all this, my leg bouncing. Rougher than hell. Okay, now what we're doing here is that wellhead that pumps the water up through this thing, changing the oil, and then we're greasing the pivot point, make it ready to run for this. Oh shit. Big old chunk of concrete back here I don't really want to run over. And we gotta readjust. This must have a diesel motor at one time, a propane tank or something, and that's what those are. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can't find a place to position this camera, and then I'll do my work. Let's see here. It's my work. Hopefully you can see. I can't hold it and do what I need to do. can't read chat. I apologize, but I gotta continue working. I can't be stopping and reading chat. So this is just a watch session. Whether it's probably pretty boring for you, I just figured I'd stream it and see what the hell happens. I'll try to respond when I can, but I'll have grease and shit all over my hands. And I've got the phone way over there. Anyways, this is a wellhead. It's what pumps the water. If you don't know, you should know. But these things are called Knipex, and they are the best pair of pliers man has made ever. Whoop, there it is. Now, if you never see one, this is a grease gun. It's for greasing. This one's an automatic, so it's a lot easier. A grease gun. Different kind of gun in Warzone, but useful as hell. Otherwise, you got to hand pump all this shit, which I'd show you, but I got grease all over my hands now. Sounds like it's about out though. I'm gonna change tubes. This is an older style pivot, so it takes a lot more grease in it. Inside of a grease gun, in case you ever wanted to see. That's it. All that pink shit. And we're back up and rolling. I've got that started draining over there. That way it can drain a little bit longer. Give it a chance to fully drain. And while I'm doing this, once I get this done, then I'll fill it up and then we're done here and on to the next pivot. This riser pipe is what they call it. Has about, probably 9 foot. And that whole cavity, about an 1/8 inch stick has to be filled up. Let me show you here. This is called the riser pipe in the center. And this grease zerk, I got to fill this whole pipe up basically. And there's about like all the way around it, but then the whole height, there's a zerk at the top. And so you got to pump quite a bit of grease in there to make sure that you have it lubricated. So when it goes round and round, it doesn't rub metal on metal. Metal on metal is no bueno. Might even take 2 tubes. I think I've got about a quarter tube, and now I'll probably put another full tube in here. If I could hold the phone and do that at the same time, I'd show you, but you pump it till it comes out the top. That way you know you've got it pretty well filled up. And I'm getting a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I'll try to show you what I'm talking about here. Now, up here at this pivot top, at the top there, you're going to see just a little bit coming out of that crack. That means I've got most of this riser pipe filled up. Once it starts coming out like that, that's what I'm looking for, is for it to come out right there. That way I know I've got it pretty well full. Now I'll put a little bit more down in this bottom zerk and then call her good. And it is freaking hot out today. It's already like 85. On this particular pivot, it's an older style before they came up with better technology, but inside of that riser pipe carries the water, and just outside of that, that whole thing spins as this thing goes around the field. So that's what the grease is for, is to protect that inner and outer 2 pieces of metal so that it doesn't rub metal on metal. If you don't, they'll wear out quickly. And try to keep your shit clean at all times. Otherwise you'll have that grease everywhere. God damn, it is freaking hot already. Blinded by sweat in my eyes. Once again, you always try to keep everything clean, or that grease and oil just attracts a shit ton of dust. Oh, this ought to be fun to pour into. Shit, that is a small hole. Damn, that's gotta be suck. I'm gonna make a mess. There's gotta be a bigger hole. That's gonna suck. Well, now the wind's picking up. Great. I've got you sitting in a pivot panel. We'll stop it from blowing open. There we go. I might have to sacrifice my water and cut this up. It's got the perfect size tip to get in the hole. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Normally it's about 1.25 inches, a huge hole. I'll show you the next one if it's different, but that's the hole I got to get the oil in. And that's the size of my tip, so I'm gonna get freaking oil everywhere. But this little tip might work perfect if I take that off, but then I have to ruin my water. Shit. Now let's see how bad it is. Yeah, don't let me forget, I gotta leave a pump here too. If anybody wants to volunteer to come out here and let me carry it, because it's heavy. Sweating the oil, I can't see shit. Boy, it is freaking hot today, man. Wow. 2 months from now, this won't feel as bad because we'll be acclimated. But right now, coming off of winter and spring, this is pretty hot. Shit. Pretty peaceful out here, though, compared to you city slickers. Time for a smoke. The sight glass is old and dark, so I can't really see how full the motor is. I'm gonna have to go old school. Old school. I wonder. Better put a little bit more in. Yeah, that shit was dirty. Oh, it is fucking hot. Okay, see you later. Nah, just kidding. Shit. Okay, so that is working on a pivot point. That big ass tank there is fertilizer. It's like steroids basically for the corn. Ooh, I almost forgot I gotta put this freaking pump out. Let's see here. You can hear me do some grunting. Got one more to put out on the next one. This little thing is pretty slick. This, I don't know, we call it a side-by-side, but it's actually got a hydraulic dump, so that whole bed will tip. It's all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, or I think you can lock in the differential. Okay, now we got another pivot just over the hill here. I'll go do that one, and then I'll probably just end the live stream. Okay, we got everything done. We got that greased. Got those tightened. Everything put away. Got the pump put out. We are on our way. Corn. A whole field of it. I'm kind of going crossroads here, so it's bouncy as hell. farm here. Oh, the lady, the two that worked or lived there, I used to work with the lady. The other guy works for the city. But they don't own these pivots, they just rent the farm. This is your host sweating it out. Man, look at all them grays. Oh shit. Full on gray. I'm trying to hold it out here and not be as bouncy. I'll have to look back later and see what this looks like. There's the pickup I drove. It's literally brand new. It's got 14,000 miles on it. Now this is wheat. It just looks like shit. It's really short. It's dry land, so it just whatever it can get for rain is how it grows. It's not looking very good. Looking pretty rough. Alright, now we're going down to that pivot point right there. Just a random horse tank in the middle of the road here. Hell of a deal. Hell of a deal. And who knows what this setup is. I'm sure the farmer had a good reasoning for doing that back in the day, but I cannot for the life of me guess what the hell it was. Old corral. Super old ass tractor there. That's probably 60s. Yeah, I bet you that's from the 1960s. An old tractor. Bunch of more old equipment up over there. I better pay attention before I hit a big old rut. Wrap myself around the steering wheel. Let's see, there's a pivot road there. Maybe I should take that, huh? I think this might be, or maybe used to be alfalfa. Smells really good. All right, we got a pivot road. I mean, it's self-explanatory why they call it a pivot road, because there's a pivot and it's a road to get you to the pivot. Pivot road. I don't know, some people might question that. Who knows? Friday I saw a big ass badger. I just didn't have time to get him on camera. Sometimes you run into some big ass snakes out here. It's got to keep your eyes open. A little bit further to the west, you can sometimes run into mountain lions. That changes the whole ball game for going out in the corn. Then you gotta, once you see mountain lion tracks, you gotta really watch yourself. Chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's a tower. Let's see now. How do I get to this wellhead nice and easy? Oh, we got a nice little pond down here. Actually has water in it this time of year since we had some rain. The lowest spot of the field, so they always dig big ass holes like this and just let it fill so the runoff doesn't stay in the field. Your Uber has arrived. Oh, it's the same kind. Oh man, I'm gonna have to remember that for next year so I have a funnel. Although my soda's about, I might be able to use this just to help. I don't know if I have anything to cut it. I need something sharp. Have to get creative. Okay, put you back in the pivot panel over here. I wonder if you guys can see it, or if I gotta tip that up a little bit. I think I can put this thing behind the camera here to get a little bit more angle. Here we go. Perfecto.